Oke, campaign continue. Tadi kita pakai laba-laba. Bentar. Kenapa ya? Tiba-tiba crash gitu loh gara-gara tadi laba-labanya masuk situ. Oke. Loading. Lama juga loadingnya anjir.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Duh, TikTok dulu. Oke, mulai. Semoga nggak mulai dari awal ya. Lumayan kalau ngulang dari awal. Loadingnya lama lagi.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone.
Kita lanjut.
Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government?
Selesai. Blue.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought.
Terus nyari kontak seseorang.
But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Oh, paham. Ternyata kita disuruh buat karakter. Oh, atau gimana sih? Atau milih ya? Coba deh, kita pilih deh. Apa dulu ya? Bukan disuruh buat ya? Nih, Sabini polisi. Oke. Kita pakai polisi. Lama ya loading anjir. Nggak boleh. Anjir. Si aki-aki. Oke, jadi tuh aku kan dulu dulu member Deadsec. Tadi sama ke laba-laba tadi nyari orang terus disuruh milih ini. Nah, tadi gue karakternya Lai ya ini. Si Mr. Lai.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
All right.
Naik mobil. Oke, tambah itu. Aja bisa
auto drive now enabled.
Wah. Betul mobil jalan sendiri.
Auto drive now disabled.
Oke, ini gue selesai. Ini bener udah jalan sendiri. Ya, bisa jalin dah. Oh bisa. Oh, ya jalin mobil ini. Kayak lagi tinggal belokin. Enggak nih. Handlingnya emang susah. Jangan dibunuh jadi. Nggak bisa di hijack.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Very well.
Nice.
This manual override will be like putty in my hands.
Dibuka. Nah. Ini buka nggak sih? Ini kunci. Habis ini berarti ini putar. Oke. Oke.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Anjir, ini rumahnya kayak gitu. Tutup dulu. Nggak bisa tutup. Sama ya kayak yang Watchdog 2 ini. Kayak di cafe gitu.
Ah, here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
Keren. Ke markas. Lama lah loadingnya anjir. Kenapa dia nggak kerja sama Facebook ya PS ya? Biar bisa Facebook streaming lebih gampang. Terus gue pakai yang apa namanya? Pakai Elgato tuh kan. Cuman PC gue tuh nggak bisa ngerekam karena PC gue Windows 7. Sedangkan Elgato yang HDS 60 itu harus PC Windows 10 minimal. Jadi gue nggak mager ya masangnya ya install lagi nih. Jadi ada gue seadanya streamingnya. Wah anjir nih servernya seru juga. Ini suaranya gimana?
Hello, anyone home?
Coba.
I suppose I should turn the power
Speak
back
up.
on.
Coming up in today's episode.
Nih biasanya kalau platinum mau ngumpul-ngumpulin kayak gini. Gue nge-platinum ini sih semangat gue kalau nge-platinum Watchdog. Wah anjir keren gini servosnya bro. Oke nih track.
No
DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Oh, do simmer down. Sabine brought me here.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Ke atas.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, since DedSec did not perpetrate the bombings, the question is, who did?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Dreadful business. How did you make it out alive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
The city's out for DedSec's blood, I'm afraid. I wish I could help, but I'd be sticking my neck out. And I quite like my neck.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you.
Kita pakai si lain jadi resistance.
I suppose we'd better get started then.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec.
Mulai.
Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild.
Touch upgrade, gadget weapons,
You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items.
Oh, ini data touch-nya nih. Stun gun ini. Pistol.
Did your DedSec kit?
Aku beli ding. Ini laba-laba. Oke. Dah. Equip. Gimana equip ya?
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Data drive. Oh, ini tadi. Shop baju ya. Oke, baju. Anjay. Gak cukup ya. bagus menurutku.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer.
Sedikit mungkin menggunakan tembakan itu jangan. Kayak last resort tuh.
Let's start with some basic strikes.
Akhir lah gitu.
Hit me. Don't be shy. You're getting it.
Yang penting lu berantem pakai gebug lah, main gebug. Jangan sampai pakai senjata.
You want to get in under my block. Find the weak points. That's it.
Okay.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. Couldn't have done that better myself.
Oke, kita lihat. Jauh juga. Kita berhasil menang. Siapa lagi tiba-tiba masuk? Siapa?
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
First things first. What comes first?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Nothing like fear to keep people in line. Albion can get away with just about anything.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
I am game, set, and match, my dear.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
DedSec chapter started. Mana nih? Oke, jadi kita lihat dulu. Oh iya, ini London kayak Indonesia. Jadi keren. Iya. Ini yang pakai apa?
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Lovely. So Albion has the power to detain anyone they want, and they hold enough sway over the courts to make fair trials a thing of the past.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Bener ya? Ini kita ke pengadilan nih, Court of Justice. Anjir, hancur gini pengadilan nih. Buka dulu. Oke, buka. Sip.
Tell me what we've got, Bags.
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Nah, kok jadi banyak tembok sih, tadi nggak ada. Gitu ya, keluar. Kita mobil, kita naik truk. Ini bisa direkrut tuh. Demi apa bisa direkrut? Gak mau. Ikut. Oke. Kamu hiram marah.
Think next time, right?
Lewat ya? Lewat anjir. Salah. Kucing sih. Dikejar polisi.
I'm putting an end to this. Over.
Wadaw.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over? Control, put out an APW.
There's a
target
you'll never forget.
We are inbound. Stand by.
Gila, susah juga ya berantemnya, nggak boleh pakai pistol. tadi kayaknya kita ketahuan, jangan ketahuan lagi. Jangan ketahuan sih.
The City of London is actively tracking and searching for dangerous wanted individuals. All citizens have an important role to play. Observe, report, keep crime levels down, and
Well, would you look at all this? You can't turn your head without seeing some Albion imagery. You really can't get away from them.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
Of course. Easy peasy.
if you suspect you've been the victim of hacking by an unknown party, report the incident to the authorities immediately. Don't be the weak link in the chain. A digital security
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Oke, kita ke atas nih. Anjir, mirip ini, mirip yang ke apa namanya, satu kayak gini-gini. Oke, sana. Mana anjir? Bisa upgrade kemana ya? Bentar, naiknya lewat sini. Ya juga. Itu ada apa ini? Oh, ini sini. Kita poin. Oke, kita nggak bisa manjat fix. Hijack selesai dulu. Nah, oh, kamera lebih dekat. Nah, sialan. Sini bisa sampai hidupnya. Kaget burung. Lompat. Oke, lari kenceng. Oke.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
Now what?
Oke, selesai. Oke guys, jadi segitu dulu untuk
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Drop a pin on the map for me, would you?
Mobil nih kelihatan kan. Terus dari bus juga ada mobil kendaraan, ada yang terbang-terbang. Ya gue so far sama sih, cuman jalan ceritanya yang membedakan adalah kita bisa bentuk karakter banyak. Tipenya ada si Eli, ada di cewek, ada yang cowok. Wah, lihat deh. Oke. Jadi mungkin sebenarnya situ dulu. Ya, gue juga bisa stream sih. Belajar banyak belajar. Ini jadi tadi. Part 2-nya Wah, 2. Halo, ini gue mau off. Pergi. Oke. Stop ya.
Auto drive now enabled.